Hi, this is Jean from SoapNoteExample.com, and today I have a sample soap note for social workers. So today I want to share with you some of the most important components that you want to make sure that you include in your soap note format. The S, of course, stands for subjective data, and this is the clinically important statements that are made by the client, or if you're including family members or others into your session. Of course, you would always make sure that you have a release of information before you do that. You would also include statements that the client may make referring to their feelings, thoughts, actions, treatment objectives, new concerns, anything that's really pertinent to the overall treatment plan and the client's progress. Now, the social worker may want to quote or summarize client statements. But under the S, the subjective data, you don't assess or interpret statements in this section. The O, of course, stands for objective data, and you know what that means. It's observable, measurable, behavioral observations, right? So you're really focusing on what's factual, what's tangible. You can include body language and facial expressions and things like that in this section if it seems, again, if it's pertinent to the treatment plan and your client's overall progress. Physical appearance, the client's hygiene, whether they're sick, healthy, well, tired, alert. Data would also include any test results or input from other professionals or forms or reports that you might have that either have been given to you by other professionals that are working with your client or that the client brings in themselves. Also any activities, behavior, actions, that sort of thing. Now the third part of this, the soap note, the A, has to do with the assessment. Under the assessment, or the A portion of your soap note, you want to make an assessment. You're going to assimilate the subjective data and the objective data and try to make some sense out of it. You might include any insights that the client gained during their session with you, and also any family dynamics that play into, the client's treatment plan or process or progress. Finally, the P could stand for progress and or plan. I would suggest that you include both. Here, the social worker would want to document how the client's progress is being evaluated. How do you know if the client is moving forward towards their goals? How are you measuring? In a way, are you measuring the client's symptoms? Have they decreased, increased, or remained the same? What changes have you noted and has your client noted that they've made? And what are the next steps or the plan regarding treatment? Because remember, you're always working towards the discharge. Discharge planning is always part of your progress note also. So some other things, some other items that a social worker would want to document in their case notes would be specifically what goal from the treatment plan is being addressed in the session. Risk assessment, is there any danger to self or others? Of course, the date and time that the session begins and ends, and the length of session. Progress towards the discharge plan. Any community support services that are needed or have been integrated into the plan and how they're working or not working for the client. The plan for and date of the next session. And finally, any stressors that may be impacting your client that you noted during that session. So make sure you click the link below. That will take you to SoapNoteExample.com. If you need soap note templates or progress note templates, you can get them at the website. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.